Hey everyone, welcome back to where we dive deep into the fascinating world of personality, psychology. Today, we're exploring the ESTP personality type, often dubbed the entrepreneur or the dynamo in the Myers-Briggs type indicator. If you're someone who thrives on action, loves spontaneity, and excels in high-pressure situations, you might just be an ESTPR. Know someone who is? In this video, we'll unpack the core traits, cognitive functions, strengths, challenges, and real-world applications of the ESTP personality, all grounded in psychological theory and practical insights. Whether you're new to MBTI or a seasoned enthusiast, this comprehensive guide will offer valuable perspectives on what makes ESTPs tick. By the end, you'll understand why ESTPs are often the life of the party and the go-to problem solvers in a crisis. So, grab a notebook, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. To understand the ESTP, we first need to break down the MBTI framework. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, developed by Isabel Briggs-Myers and Catherine Cook-Briggs, is based on Carl Jung's theory of psychological types. It categorizes personalities into 16 types using four dichotomies: extroversion versus introversion, sensing versus intuition, thinking versus feeling, and judging versus perceiving. ESTP stands for extroverted, sensing, thinking, and perceiving. Let's unpack each component. Extroversion means ESTPs gain energy from external stimuli, people, activities, and environments. They're outgoing, sociable, and thrive in dynamic settings. Sensing indicates a preference for concrete, tangible information over abstract concepts. ESTPs focus on the here and now, relying on their senses to gather data. Thinking reflects their decision-making style, prioritizing logic and objectivity over emotions. Finally, perceiving suggests a flexible, adaptable approach to life, favoring spontaneity over rigid planning. In essence, ESTPs are action-oriented individuals who excel in environments requiring quick thinking and adaptability, known for their charisma and resourcefulness. They often gravitate toward roles where they can engage directly with the world around them. Statistically, ESTPs make up approximately 4 to 6% of the population, with a slight male predominance. According to studies like those from the MBTI manual, their energetic presence often makes them stand out in social and professional settings. To dive deeper, let's explore the cognitive functions that define the ESTP's mental processes. In MBTI theory, each personality type is set by a stack of 4 cognitive functions, which describe how individuals perceive and process information. For ESTPs, these functions are extraverted sensing, introverted thinking, extraverted feeling, and introverted intuition. Let's break them down. The dominant function, extraverted sensing, or say, is the ESTP's driving force. Say focuses on the present moment, absorbing sensory details with acute awareness. This makes ESTPs highly attuned to their environment, whether it's noticing subtle changes in a room or reacting swiftly to a crisis. They thrive on immediate experiences, from physical activities like sports to social interactions that demand quick wit. The auxiliary function, introverted thinking, or T, complements say by providing an internal framework for logical analysis. ESTPs use T to dissect problems objectively, often breaking them down into components to find practical solutions. This function allows them to remain calm under pressure, as they can quickly assess situations and make decisions based on logic rather than emotion. The tertiary function, extraverted feeling, or FE, governs their interpersonal interactions, while not as developed as their dominant or auxiliary functions. FE enables ESTPs to read social cues and adapt their behavior to connect with others. This contributes to their charm and ability to navigate diverse social settings, though they may prioritize logic over emotional considerations. Finally, the inferior function, introverted intuition, or NE, is the least developed in ESTP. NE involves long-term planning and abstract thinking, areas where ESTPs may struggle. They may find it challenging to focus on future consequences or to engage in deep introspection, preferring immediate action over contemplation. Together, these functions create a personality that is pragmatic, adaptable, and socially adept. However, the interplay of these functions also explains why ESTPs may sometimes act impulsively or overlook long-term implications. Understanding this cognitive stack is key to appreciating their strengths and areas for growth. Now that we understand the ESTP's cognitive framework, let's highlight their strengths, which make them such dynamic individuals. ESTPs are often celebrated for their ability to thrive in high-energy environments and their knack for Here are their key strengths. First, ESTPs are exceptionally resourceful. Their extraverted sensing allows them to assess situations quickly and leverage available resources effectively. Whether it's fixing a mechanical issue on the spot or negotiating a deal, ESTPs excel at thinking on their feet. This makes them invaluable in roles requiring immediate action, such as emergency response or entrepreneurship. Second, their adaptability is unparalleled. The perceiving trait means ESTPs are comfortable with ambiguity and change. They can pivot swiftly in response to new information, making them effective in fast-paced industries like sales, event planning, or media production. Research, such as that by psychologists like David Kiersey, suggests that ESTP's flexibility often leads to innovative solutions under pressure. Third, ESTPs are charismatic communicators. Their extraverted feeling, though tertiary, equips them with social intelligence. They can read a room, adjust their approach, and engage diverse audiences with ease. This makes them natural leaders in group settings, often rallying others with their enthusiasm and confidence. Finally, ESTPs have a strong practical intelligence. Their introverted thinking enables them to analyze situations logically, often finding straightforward solutions to complex problems. This practicality, combined with their hands-on approach, makes them adept at tasks requiring technical or mechanical skills. These strengths position ESTPs as go-getters who bring energy and ingenuity to any environment. However, like all personality types, they also face challenges, which we'll explore next. While ESTPs have remarkable strengths, they also face challenges that stem from their cognitive preferences. Understanding these weaknesses can help ESTPs and those around them navigate potential pitfalls. One significant challenge is impulsivity. The dominance of extraverted sensing can lead ESTPs to prioritize immediate gratification over long-term consequences. For example, they might make snap decisions in financial or personal matters without fully considering future outcomes. Studies, such as those in personality psychology journals, indicate that ESTPs may score lower on measures of conscientiousness due to this tendency. Another challenge is difficulty with long-term planning. Their inferior introverted intuition means ESTPs may struggle to envision future possibilities or set strategic goals. This can manifest as a lack of focus in academic or professional settings, requiring sustained effort toward distant objectives. ESTPs may also come across as insensitive at times. While their extraverted feeling helps them connect with others, their thinking preference prioritizes logic over emotions. This can lead to blunt communication or overlooking others' feelings, especially in high-stress situations where their focus is on. Finally, ESTPs may struggle with routine or repetitive tasks. Their need for stimulation and variety can make them restless in environments that demand consistency or adherence to strict protocols. This preference for novelty can sometimes hinder their ability to follow through on long-term commitments. Awareness of these challenges is crucial for personal growth. ESTPs can mitigate these weaknesses by developing strategies like setting short-term goals to bridge the gap to long-term objectives or practicing active listening to enhance their emotional intelligence. ESTPs are often magnetic in social settings, but how do they fare in relationships? Let's explore their dynamics in romantic, platonic, and professional contexts. In romantic relationships, ESTPs bring excitement and spontaneity. They enjoy shared adventures and are attentive partners when engaged. However, their preference for living in the moment can make them less attuned to long-term emotional needs. Partners who value stability may find this challenging, but those who share their love for spontaneity often thrive in these relationships. Effective communication, particularly about future goals, can strengthen ESTP partnerships. In friendships, ESTPs are the life of the party. Their charisma and humor make them sought-after companions. They excel at organizing group activities and keeping the energy high. However, their focus on the present can sometimes lead to neglecting deeper emotional connections, which more introspective friends might desire. Professionally, ESTPs shine in roles requiring quick decision-making and interpersonal skills. Careers in sales, marketing, emergency services, or entrepreneurship suit their strengths. Their ability to think on their feet makes them natural leaders in crisis situations, though they may need to delegate long-term planning to others to maximize their social potential. ESTPs can benefit from balancing their spontaneity with intentional efforts to nurture deeper connections. Active listening and empathy-building exercises can enhance their relationships across contexts. ESTPs are natural fits for dynamic, action-oriented careers. Their cognitive functions make them well-suited for roles that demand adaptability, quick thinking, and interpersonal finesse. Let's look at their workplace strengths and ideal career paths. ESTPs excel in environments where they can engage directly with people or challenges. Careers like real estate, event management, or emergency medicine align with their ability to act decisively under pressure. Their extroverted sensing makes them adept at responding to immediate demands, while introverted thinking ensures logical problem-solving. Data from career psychology studies, such as those by the MBTI Foundation, suggest ESTPs thrive in roles with tangible outcomes. For example, in sales, their charisma and ability to read clients give them an edge. In technical fields like mechanics or construction, their hands-on approach shines. However, ESTPs may struggle in highly structured or bureaucratic settings. Jobs with repetitive tasks or excessive paperwork can stifle their energy. To succeed, they should seek roles with autonomy and variety or partner with colleagues who excel in planning and organization. For career growth, ESTPs can focus on developing their weaker functions, like introverted intuition, to improve strategic thinking. Mentorship or training in long-term planning can help them balance their natural spontaneity with professional discipline. Personal growth is a journey for every personality type, and ESTPs are no exception. By leveraging their strengths and addressing their challenges, ESTPs can unlock their full potential. Here are some practical strategies for growth. First, ESTPs can work on long-term planning. Setting small, incremental goals can help them bridge the gap between their love for the present and future aspirations. Tools like planners or project management apps can provide structure without stifling their spontaneity. Second, developing emotional intelligence can enhance their relationships. Practicing active listening and reflecting on others' perspectives can strengthen their extroverted feeling, making them more empathetic communicators. Third, ESTPs can benefit from mindfulness practices to balance their impulsivity. Techniques like meditation or journaling can help them pause and consider long-term consequences before acting. Finally, seeking feedback from trusted peers or mentors can provide valuable insights into their blind spots, particularly around their inferior introverted intuition. Constructive feedback can guide them toward more balanced decisions. By embracing these strategies, ESTPs can amplify their natural strengths while addressing areas for improvement, leading to greater success in personal and professional spheres. We've covered a lot today about the ESTP personality type, from their cognitive functions to their strengths, challenges, and real-world applications. Known as the entrepreneurs, ESTPs bring energy, resourcefulness, and charisma to any environment. Their extroverted sensing drives their love for action, while introverted thinking ensures logical Their social adeptness, fueled by extroverted feeling, makes them magnetic. Though their weaker, introverted intuition can pose challenges in long-term planning. For ESTPs watching, embrace your ability to thrive in the moment, but consider strategies to balance impulsivity with foresight. For those interacting with ESTP, appreciate their dynamism and support their growth by encouraging structure and emotional depth. The MBTI framework, ISNT, about boxing people in but understanding how we process the world and grow from there. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more personality insights. Are you an ESTP? Or do you know one? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your experiences. For further exploration, check out resources like the MBTI manual or websites like 16personalities.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.